Okay, and welcome back, students who are doing math for business and finance and math applications. We were doing the Chapter 9 drill problems, the odd number problems, and we stopped on problem 11. So let's pick up with problem number 13. Okay, it says complete the following table. Let me get my pen. All right, there we go. Complete the following table given that a publishing company pays its employees, its salespeople, a weekly salary plus 2% commission on all sales over 5,000, no commission on return goods. Okay, so we know the gross sales are 12,000 and $100 was returned. Since they don't get a commission on that, we take 12,000 less the 100. So we're talking about 11,900 as the net sales. Now, there's a given quota of 5,000, meaning they have to meet that first. So we subtract the 5,000 and we're left with 6,900 for our commission sales, right? Because they have to meet this quota. Notice over here, there's a regular wage of 250. So basically they're getting $250 on this first 5,000. Then any amount of sales over that, they get a 2% commission. So 6,900 times 2% is $138. Okay, so the total commission is 138 plus the $250 is the regular wage, so that's $388 is the total wage. Okay. All right, so let's see here, 15. Calculate the Social Security and Medicare deductions for the following employees. Assume a tax rate of 6.2% on 110,100 for Social Security and 1.45% for Medicare. All right, so he earns cumulative earnings before this pay period of 104,000. And his pay this period is 7,000. Okay, so let me diagram this out here. And I'm talking about Social Security here because on Medicare, it's unlimited. Okay, for Medicare, it's unlimited wages. So we're going to, well, since I'm talking about it, I might as well do it. So I have my 7,000, and I'm going to multiply that by 1.45%. So 7,000 times 1.45%. So that means the Medicare deduction is going to be $101.50. 101.50. Okay. Now, let's come back to Social Security. Social Security has that limit right here of $110,100. Okay, the cumulative earnings before this pay period, in other words, the year to date for this person was here at 104,000. Okay, now the person is going to earn an additional 7,000 more. Okay, so 104 plus 7,000 is 111,000. 111,000, which now puts the year-to-date up here at 111,000. Okay, the person only needs to pay Social Security tax of 6.2% on any wages earned up to the 110,100. So the difference between this year-to-date of 104,000 and this limit of 110,100 is $6,100. Okay, anything over it right here is non-taxable. So they're paying tax on 6,100 at 6.2%, and that it comes out to times 6.2%. That comes out to $378.20. $378.20 is the deduction for Social Security. Okay, let me erase that and just briefly and quickly go over it again. We know how we got to for Medicare. Medicare has no limit, so you're going to pay 1.45% on whatever amount of the wage is, regardless. So 7,000 times 1.45% gave us our Medicare. But when it comes to Social Security, you have to pay attention to the limit. You're always going to be comparing the year-to-date figure. So if the year-to-date figure was 104,000, okay, and he's being paid an additional 7,000 more, he's being paid an additional 7,000 more, okay, that's going to bring his wage up to $111,000. Okay. Now, if his wage is 111,000 and the limit here is 110,100, okay, even though he's being paid the additional 7,000 to get there, he's not taxable for the entire amount. He's only taxable on the amount between this 104,000 and this 110,100. The difference between these two is $6,100, and that's at 6.2%. So that's why he pays $378.20. This remaining amount of $900 is not taxable. And if he gets any additional paychecks, none of that will be taxable either. Okay. All right. 9-17. It says complete the following payroll register. Calculate FIT, federal withholding, by the percentage method for this weekly period. Social Security and Medicare are the same rates as in the previous problems. No one will reach the maximum for FICA. Okay, so our marital status is married, allowances are 2, and our gross pay is $1,600. So let's do the easy stuff first. Okay, Social Security is 6.2%, so 1,600 times 6.2% is $99.20. So that's the Social Security. Medicare, that's $99.20. Medicare is 1.45%, so 1,600 times 1.45% is times 1.45% is $23.20. So Medicare is $23.20. Now, we're going to use the percentage method in order to calculate the federal withholding. Okay, it says percentage method. And if we recall from the chart, go look it up in the book. I don't have a copy of it here. All right. This here is a weekly period. Okay. And for the weekly period, the allowance using the percentage method was $73.08. Okay. He has 2 allowances, so we're going to multiply that by 2. So that gives us 146.16. We start out with a gross pay of $1,600, and then we subtract the 146.16, and we end up with $1,453.84. Now, if you go back to the chart, and you look at the chart, it tells you that for a married person, and you know what? Let me, let's see if I can't stick in the chart real quick here. Okay, maybe that might help. Let's see, home, insert, new slide, blank slide, and now I have to, I'm going to insert a picture, and let me see if I can't find that real quick. Give me a second here. Study planner, community, and circular E, payroll register, percentage method 2. Insert, there we go. Okay, so when we're looking at the chart here, okay, our person was married, and it's a weekly payroll, okay, and the person is married. And we had the 2 allowances, okay, which brought our total down to $1,453.84, right? This $1,453.84. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the chart, and it says over 490, right? Over 1515. Well, we know it's not over 1515, okay? It's over the 490. So I need to take the, well, actually 1453.84. Let me do the math over here so we stay on the same page. 1453.84, and we're going to subtract the $490 because we want to figure out how much over the $490 there is, and that amount is $963.84. Now remember, for the 490, okay, when we're looking at this right here, it's $33.40. That's the tax that we're going to pay on the 490. But now we have to figure out how much tax is on this 963.84. The 963.84, we're taking that times, it says plus 15%. So we have to multiply that by 15%. 963.84 times 15%. And that gives us 144.58. Okay, so we have $33.40, which is the tax on, remember, the 490. Okay, and we're going to add the 144.58, which is the tax on the 963.84. Okay, and that's going to give us 177.98, which is the amount that needs to be deducted for federal withholding tax. Okay, remember, this 490 plus this 963 ends up being the 1453.84, right? Which was that, whoops, which was that number right there. And remember, that was before our withholdings. We had the 146.16, and that brought us up to the $1,600 as our gross pay, right? All right, so let's see here. All right, the question is whether I should go over this again, or I should, yeah, let me, and then the next problem is a few minutes long. So, yeah, let me just go over all of it real quick, all right? Since remember, I'm working these just as if I'm you, as a student, and so you're seeing me doing all of my scribbly and whatever. And let me, oops, one, I'll kind of go over it all real quick here. Oh, I shouldn't have erased that. No problem. Okay, so my Social Security here, I'm not going to go over that, 9920. We know how to get that. The same thing with the Medicare, 2320. We want to figure out our FIT using the percentage method. Okay, so we start out with $1,600, and then we had to look at the allowance chart, and on the allowance chart for weekly at one allowance was $73.08. Well, we have two allowances, so we're multiplying that by 2. That gives us 146.16. So we subtract 146.16 from the 1,600, and we get 1,453.84. Now we come over to the chart, $1,453.84. Okay, we look at our chart. It's over 490. It isn't over 1515, so we're going to use this line right here because this is married weekly, right? And since it's over 490, we deduct the 490, and we ended up with 963.84. And we take 15% of that amount, and 15% of that amount is 144.58. So we're going to add the 144.58 because this is plus 15% here. Okay, and on the 490, we're using the flat rate of 33.40 plus 33.40, and that's going to give us a total of 177.98. Now we add that in here, 177.98, and so now we want to find out our net pay, so we take our 1,600 less 177.98 less 99.20 and less 23.20, and that's going to give us a net pay of $1,299.62. Okay, all right. If you didn't understand that, watch the video again, and if you still have a question, feel free to call and speak with an instructor, but you're going to get more practice with this in doing the word problems. Okay, see you in the next video to finish off the drill problems.